Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Spidey Studios here. Today I am back with Jonah, and we are checking out the Superman Icon TV spot. I've already watched it. I know you guys have already seen it, but he has not seen it.
I have not seen it.
So I would figure, why not bring him back, let him watch it.
All right.
So just so you know, we do get some new clips, but most of it is relatively the same.
Okay.
Like what we saw in the teaser trailer. So we're just gonna jump right in, and we'll hear his thoughts.
Pretty similar so far.
Yeah. This is the first team spot, so
Yeah, no,
it's going to be relatively the same.
Love
I
that
just
shot
love
so
that shot
much.
so much.
Ooh, okay. Hey, look
Yeah.
what it is.
It's more of that a little bit than that.
More. Yep. Oh, no, that's it.
This feels like so much.
Yeah, it is. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
before I
Yeah.
can we just run that back?
Yeah, because that was really
was
good.
that a camera flip or was that like a no? That was
a camera flip with a spin.
That was a spin.
Yeah, like I really like the way they did that. I know a lot of people are shitting.
Hold on,
on it.
what am I looking at here? Wait, I need to. I'm turning on like my film student brain for a second. Just okay.
So it starts from the back.
Yep.
If I go slow it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so if it goes from the back, say.
Yeah, 0.5 is fine.
It does this spin.
Okay, so there is a cut there.
Yeah,
there is a cut there.
Yeah.
But it's the camera spins as it cuts
into the front spin.
Is that? No, that's. Whoa.
But yeah, like this is what we saw in the teaser trailer for the teaser trailer. This was the first. Yeah. It was the first thing we saw of him.
Can we just talk about this day and age? The teaser trailer for the teaser.
Yeah, the teaser trailer for the teaser trailer. We saw this.
Peak
We only
humanity.
saw that.
Yeah.
We didn't see it fly into that. So that's all relatively good. And I really like the look of it. I really do.
I like
a
it.
lot of people are shitting on it, obviously.
I don't want to be one of those people, but I need to ask. Okay.
That's fair.
Am I seeing something wrong with his face here, or is that
So,
me?
so some people are saying it's mostly because of his eyes. I think his eyes are slightly cross-eyed. That just could be the actor. That could most likely just could be the actor. Which, if that's the case, nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
But if it's the way that it looks, it's a possibility. But
His left eye is like
his left eye is a little bit more normal, whereas his right eye just looks more popped out. To me. Now, granted, that's the only issue I have with this personally. Everything else looks fine.
I don't have a problem with the shot.
I was
The shot's
mostly
great.
concerned about the cape because I told you before
CG.
they couldn't CGI the S on it. But looking at it just from this, it's really good. Like I really like how they managed to put the S on the cape and CGI it that way. It looks really good. But obviously you have to remember, in this movie they're doing the flying shots from drones.
Yeah.
Which is the first time they're ever doing that.
Which is why it has such a fisheye.
Yeah,
look.
so that's why it has that look. But I think it also works because it allows you to do moves like that where he spins around. Because like you've never seen that in any Superman.
No, it's nice.
Because like most of them, because that is one complaint I will have. A lot of the Superman movies in terms of their flight has been very stiff. Even Henry Cavill's
because it's
was
like
very stiff.
You're
but
either
that
getting
makes,
you're either getting the far away shoot across really fast,
or you'll get like
or you're
really
getting the
close-up shots.
really close up and it's just like you can tell it's just a dude in front of a
Because
fan.
I was watching this and I was watching the Man of Steel first flight just to compare the two. Yeah, a lot of Henry Cavill's flying scenes are very far wide shots or very close up to his face where he's like doing this.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
It
but
works,
but it's just really,
it's the same thing as like the Flash running in the show.
Yeah,
and you're not doing anything.
Yeah,
with it.
it's like nothing new or unique unless he
Yeah.
like does a new power or something. But like for me, I like this because it's a bit more fluid. There's more movement here. Whereas, and it's more acrobatic too, which makes sense with a more seasoned Superman.
Here's my consensus on this. I like the idea and the shot in concept.
Okay.
I'm not as crazy about the execution, and I couldn't tell you why, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I do like it, and I think we'll get more of this since it's all drone shots.
Sure. Yeah.
And I know they're going to save stuff for the movie. Like here, play it like this. Like that's a great shot.
I like that spin.
And I could see,
but I can get it because the cut is kind of so like in your face. Like the cut is kind of like off-putting, and also because it's so like this angle here. This is a new angle for.
This is a weird angle, but I like. It's
this
not
is
a bad angle.
This
it's
is something I could not even just. This is not even to shit on this. This is something I can see a shot that Tyler Hoechlin's Superman flying would do. Like, if you've seen any of Tyler Hoechlin's flying shots in the show, it's similar to this angle, which I think works for the show. For this, I think it works based on the movement.
I know it's throwing me off.
Yeah.
It's the background. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's not like super green screen, but it is green screen.
You
know what I mean?
Like, this is for sure. I think they did use blue screens for this, actually. They did blue screens for this one.
Okay.
So this is obviously blue screen.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off.
This is obviously blue screen. But obviously also because it's in like super fast motion as well.
Yeah.
So it also kind of gives you that kind of jarring effect. But I think
it's a good shot in concept.
Yeah, I think it works for me. Like, this is good enough.
Seeing that there, his flight for me got better as the shot went on.
Okay, so we get like a full.
I think at the start it's a little jarring, but
yeah, it's just the way that it kind of
like
just goes into it, and then it just does that quick little stop.
Like, it's a little weird there, but then it
solidifies.
Yeah, it starts to
solidify as it progresses.
Okay.
So yeah,
now
I think it's just the movement in the background and that motion is just kind of off-putting, but overall, I think it looks pretty good.
Again, I'm here for it in concept.
Yeah.
Now go to the other shot. You know the one I'm talking about.
The Lex Luthor shot.
Yeah.
This is all new.
This
is
in the same place that.
So there was a shot in. Apparently, some people told me about it. There was a theater shot or a theater trailer.
God, look at those fucking glasses.
No, that feels like a Lex Luthor thing. Honestly.
I
feel like that's a Lex Luthor.
This is gonna sound like an insult. It's not an insult. He's giving off like insane Jesse Eisenberg vibes right now.
Really?
No, just like, I don't know. There's something about the smug look of superiority on this particular Luthor with those glasses.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I can see that.
But it's like, it's not in like the I want to strangle this guy Batman versus Superman way. It's more in like the this pompous asshole. What's he about to say?
I'm above this shit.
Yeah.
That's what this gives. But I remember somebody told me, it was either in a comment or it was in a previous video, where they said that there was a trailer that came out from Mufasa, which is when they were trying to release the trailer. Mm-hmm. And in that there was two new clips. There was one new clip of Mr. Terrific where he's like in this like kind of headquarters, which I had not seen. And then there was the clip that takes place after this, where him, Engineer, and Ultraman walk into the fortress.
So we can just say
this is him finding the fortress.
Okay.
So my question is, how? Because if I remember from the original Reeve Superman movie, he found the fortress through alpha waves because he was tracking Superman's flight pattern to the fortress. Which I guess in concept that makes more sense than finding the fortress with some type of radio wave or something. But he just follows his flight pattern there. I'm wondering if they'll do the same thing here, or he'll somehow analyze the technology.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, or if he analyzes technology that's way powerful than Earth's technology in the Arctic, then he finds it. Who knows? But if the rumor is true, and that's a clone of Superman, then that could explain how he gets past the security.
Possibly.
It probably scans his DNA or something, and then that's when we find out that that's the clone. But who knows? We don't know yet.
That's another thing I wanted to bring up.
We don't know yet.
That's another thing I wanted to bring up. Ultraman is growing on me more and more.
Yeah.
The more I see him, the more I like him. So, okay,
because he looks like just Black Noir. He just looks like,
he
just looks like Black Noir. He just looks like Black Noir.
But
I know obviously they can't do because I'm pretty sure they're doing the Ultraman thing as a commentary on evil Superman stuff we've gotten recently. So you see good Superman versus evil Superman, so you see the difference. Which I'm sure that's the reason.
And also, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, they know that evil Superman is done over too much. And then let's just get it out of the way.
And they probably did this thing because it's like, oh, well, The Boys is the most recent and popular version.
And it's probably going to be Bizarro, too.
Sure.
Let's be honest.
But also, they can't do Ultraman because, one, that would be just another multiverse story, which we're kind of all tired of at this point.
Yeah.
And then it makes more sense to call him Ultraman to Superman versus calling him Bizarro.
Now, I will say,
But then also, he's completely covered up, so I'm pretty sure they're doing that intentionally.
I will say, I would not have... Hi, hello. I would not have... You guys can't see it, but...
my dog.
I would not have called him Ultraman. I would have called him Superior Man as a reference to Red Sun. And also,
I keep forgetting.
What I mean?
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
You know, Superman, Superior Man.
Yeah, because I haven't watched Red Sun in a while, so I forgot about that.
And it's like, it's not because Ultraman's a bad name. It's just because like Superior Man is a one-off character from Red Sun, and Ultraman is Ultraman. He's a character.
Yeah, he's a character everybody knows. Which last I checked, he's dead now.
In the comics?
Yes.
I have no idea. I don't do this.
Injustice Superman killed him.
You know what? Good.
So it was yeah.
That has to be catharsis. That's great.
It was a John Kent book that they did, I think, last year. And they were trying to give him this new book because the last one didn't do well.
Yeah.
So they tried to do it, and they did a tie into Injustice.
Okay.
Which they were, I guess.
Oh, I remember
seeing this. And they did that whole story where he snapped Ultraman's neck because he was trying to kill John. Yeah. And he's like, "You have your mother's eyes.
It's like, bro,
are you my son?" And then,
he said, "Hold up."
Yeah, they did that whole thing. And then the book ended up being garbage, which sucks.
And then I can only assume that John realized very quickly what kind of Superman this was.
So it was interesting because it's like, not to be off topic, but it was interesting because he if I remember correctly, the story starts off with Val-Zod, the Black Superman from the other universe. He shows up and he calls Lois and he's like, "Hey, I need Superman. I need him to help me because Ultraman's going through the multiverse killing Superman.
Okay.
We need you to help. We need your Superman because he's dealt with Ultraman the most."
Yeah.
But then he's like, Clark's in space doing something right now, so we can't ask him.
He's busy.
So let's call my son, who has nearly not enough experience, and have him fight Ultraman.
To deal with Ultraman.
Right. So, but then also because it's still going. Also because Ultraman kidnapped John in Earth 2, which is why he aged up so fast, because in another universe he aged up.
Yeah, of course.
So he has personal ties. So he has personal ties with Ultraman. So I get it from that concept. It still doesn't make sense, but I get it from that concept.
But you know what? Injustice Superman, good.
So
you know what? Good.
So him and Val-Zod go to the universe where Ultraman was last seen, and it turns out it was in the Injustice universe. So he's going to go there to kill Injustice Superman.
And then
that's
so dumb.
Yeah. So then he
one Superman you should
so then he finds Val-Zod, sends him to the Phantom Zone with their projector because they were trying to send him to the Phantom Zone.
Right.
Didn't work out. He took the Phantom Zone projector, put him in there, destroyed it. So there was no way to get him back, at least right now. Then John Kent gets into a fight, and that's when we see his blue electricity energy for the first time.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And then he still wasn't powerful enough to beat Ultraman. And then Superman just shows up, snaps his neck, and that's it. And it's like, I get it if you're an Ultraman
I beg your pardon.
He literally just shows up behind him, snaps his neck, and that's it. Like, that's it of that fight. And I'm like, I can understand if you were an Ultraman fan, because that kind of sucks.
Bro gave him the Stranger Chimera special.
You know what? If any Superman I'm accepting to do that, it's Injustice Superman.
Because he's the one who would.
He's the one who would do that.
Anyway,
so
get back on topic.
The
point is, I would have called him Superior Man just because it's not as recognizable as Ultraman.
Sure.
And
plus it kind of fits into his ego and stuff like that.
Right. But besides all that, I gotta say, I'm liking the design more and more.
Yeah,
so this is the thing for me, right? I am massive.
We haven't seen much of his look in footage. Like,
this is probably the best we got.
Yeah, most of the footage we've seen of him has just been that shot of him punching the wall and then him doing this, pushing Superman into the area. But otherwise, we've only seen him in behind-the-scenes shots.
I'm very much a sucker for all black tactical outfits.
Sure.
On superpowered beings.
Sure.
And the reason that is because you don't see it that often.
Sure.
Like if I saw not Superman, but a Superman-like character in a Batman tactical style suit, like I really mess with that. Every time I see like Saiyans, for example, I love stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I see this very Black Ops style suit with these really nice goggles on the front, a fully covered mask, and he has Superman powers, I'm like, that's a cool character. And at first I was like, it's lame because it's Ultraman and it's definitely not Ultraman.
Yeah.
But it is. But the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, this is sick as hell.
Yeah.
And
I do like the overall design of it.
And the more I'm agreeing with the fact that he's Bizarro.
Yeah, like it kind of screams disheveled Superman, but at the same time he feels a bit but he feels a bit more structured at the same time. Even just from the shot of him walking out of the plane. He looks like he means business.
Yeah.
He looks like he means business. He's clearly tall as shit.
Yeah, he's here to mess people up.
Yeah, he's clearly tall as shit. He's here to mean business. Now, we do see, a little bit more of this before he just shoots fire. So, I'm assuming this means Superman's going to try to talk this thing down. No. So that the fight doesn't destroy everything else.
How do you talk down a kaiju? Any of you MonsterVerse fans out there, shut up. Shut up. It doesn't count.
I'm thinking...
Those movies are trash. I said it. Boom. There we go. I said it.
I don't know. I feel like it makes more sense, and it's more Superman-like for him to do that, because, we've seen the whole Man of Steel thing. Clearly, Now, granted, you can really talk Zod down in that situation, but I can understand his consensus of let's just talk about this so we don't destroy everything else around us in this fight. And he's like, no! And he just blows him up. But yeah, it seems like he tries to talk him down and he's just like, fuck you, burns him.
Yo,
we also see a little bit of this. So, I didn't realize this.
I just realized this. What? My family watches these videos and I just trash talk the MonsterVerse series. They love that shit. I just got in trouble. keep moving.
So I saw somebody talk about this clip here. So when we saw this clip, I was confused, but I kind of somewhat rationalized it. So I think I came up with this cool idea.
Okay.
Which, based on this footage, might be true. Metamorpho, we know, is cast in this. But he's never actually with Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, or Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
I think it's because he was captured and imprisoned in wherever this is, and he's not like an official superhero yet until Superman breaks him out. Here, you see him standing behind him.
Oh!
So I thought because of the mirrors, he was in a different room. Mm-hmm. But no, he's standing right behind him here. So I think what happens is Superman gets captured, obviously. In this room, probably depowered because there's no sunlight, or he's been in the fight with Ultraman that severely drained him or whatever. And then I guess based on that shot where you see him like start to slowly get up, like he's like so out of breath. Yeah. And then he takes that breath and then goes for the punch. I think that's him, Metamorpho, giving him a power boost of sunlight. Okay. Because I saw in New Rockstar, shout out to them, they did a breakdown of Metamorpho and explaining his origin story and all that stuff. Sure. In the Justice League show, he's in that, in the show we're currently watching. Yeah, no. He turns himself into kryptonite, which I didn't know he could do that.
I remember this.
Yeah, I didn't know he could do that.
I remember this.
I knew he could turn himself into any element, but I thought it was only any element on Earth. That was his limit. But no, he could just turn into elements like kryptonite. So if that's the case, then it would make sense that he can turn himself into sunlight. Which makes sense why he would boost Superman's
and why
power.
It's so bright.
Yeah, and then why he's like because I saw somebody who would make that comment. It's like everything about this trailer is good. I don't understand why Superman is taking so long and out of breath to punch a mirror. It's obvious if you look at it and
you start thinking about it a little bit. Okay.
So, yeah. So I think it's just Metamorpho giving him a power boost, which explains why he's not just able to break out himself.
I love how we're hitting the 20-minute mark. We've been yapping about 3 shots.
But yeah, so pretty much everything else is relatively the same.
Everything else is the same.
But yeah, like that I mean, I'm hyped.
There you go.
I'm hyped. So
more Superman stuff.
Yes, the more the better. I love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We will see y'all in the next video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And check out the new video that I just posted of our Lego Star Wars reaction that I finally was able to post. The second one.
It's out. Go watch it. Go watch it.
I posted that. So we will be doing a third one soon.
We will.
So yes, I do want to. So without further ado, we are going to jump into that. So without further ado, we will see you on the next video. Peace.